just came on this camp, and this has been here, these remnants, for what, couple weeks?
At least a couple weeks.
Yeah. So, what the heck? What is this?
Bunch of bedding.
It's like an entire... There's a chairs. Oh, tent stakes.
Tent there. All that bedding.
So there's a... This is someone's camp. I mean, what is this place? This is very weird.
Yeah, and then there's wood.
Yeah.
But normally they would come back, especially with an approaching storm.
Yeah, I could see like this somebody and they went for a bike ride for the day and then they're going to come back. But this has been here like this for a couple of weeks now.
At least 2 weeks, because I came here a couple weeks ago and it was all here.
And then there's something else over here. A bunch of eggs. Yeah, this is... I think there's a body under there, to be honest with you. Oh my gosh.
The tent. Oh, it's a bathroom tent.
It's a bathroom tent, yeah. And a bag of garbage. A bucket. That's their toilet. Why the heck did they leave all this? Is there propane in there?
Yeah, there's a little left. At least half.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Stuff like this, it's just so... to speculate, you know, to try to figure out what is the situation here. I'm always perplexed by this kind of stuff.
That's a full bathroom tent.
So this is someone's entire camp that they just left and covered it all up very well with rocks and wood on top, like they were coming back.
Yeah.
Very strange. Hi everyone, good morning. Lefty and I are out for our morning walk. And as we started walking away from the rig, and I picked up my walking stick here. And the reason I carry this is we get confronted with people's dogs that are not leashed up. Now, I get it, you know, people want to come out here, camp out in the woods, and let their dog have some freedom. And I get that, but the dogs are too close to us. They're not trained well enough to stay with the people at their camp, and they come blasting up and confronting Lefty and I while we're walking. I've had some pretty scary instances happen where multiple dogs come rushing up to us. We're just taking a little break here. We were just walking along the road and there was a camp, couple of tents, you know, pretty good sized camp, not just like one, it was like a couple of families it looked like. And I saw a dog as we were coming up to them, and the people hadn't seen me yet. They were cooking and had their backs to us. It's, you know, 9:30 in the morning. So I had Lefty maybe with 4 foot of leash. And as we kind of started going past the tents, turns out they had like 6 dogs. And so they all gang rushed us. 2 of them were bigger than Lefty. You know, I've got him on a leash. None of those dogs were leashed. 2 of them are bigger than him. They're all barking and barking as they come tearing over. The biggest one, Lefty in it, started going around, and I'm screaming at him to stop, you know, and then the people come running over, and the woman grabs the big dog by its tail and starts pulling it backwards. You know, talk about something to get my heart rate pumping. But I'm not going to have these dogs bum rushing Lefty, you know. A one-on-one dog, that's fine. But like 6 on 1, you know, no, that's not cool. But the majority of people that come out here with their dogs for the weekend, that dog is not trained to not go and have a confrontation with a passing dog. And it's really frustrating because, you know, I've got to walk Lefty. I can't just leave him clipped up around the truck all day. That's not cool. I don't want to do that to him. And, you know, so we're walking all around on these dirt roads out here. It's a holiday weekend. There's, you know, there's people camped here that have, you know, just come for the weekend. And so we're experiencing a lot of dog interactions right now. Now, right after that happened, 75 yards on down the road was another camp with a dog, and it saw us coming and let out a little bark. And the 2 women that were camped there, they got their dog, and of course Lefty decided to bear up and take a deuce right there. So I had to stop with him and bury that. And then we went on by their camp, and they, you know, said good morning to each other, and they had their dog held there. You know, they weren't just going to let it come run out and have a little melee with Lefty. So there's kind of, you know, a contrast between two different camps and the way people are handling their animal. But very, you know, scary, dangerous. I'm not going to have Lefty get ganged up on by a bunch of dogs. It doesn't seem to really bother him. It bothers me, though. And so I let the leash loose as I can so that he has plenty of freedom. And I let him handle, you know, the introduction with the dogs. Now, I've had a couple of times where dogs were coming to us and their posture and the way they were acting was pretty scary. Like they were coming to not play, but maybe have a little scrap. And when that happens, when I see those dogs come rushing up like that are aggressive looking with their hair standing up and really growling at it, I scream at them. And I can pretty much usually get a dog to stop in its tracks if I scream at them and kind of move forward towards them. Never turn your back to a dog that's watching you. As soon as you turn your back, it's going to come closer, just like Lefty does when he's hunting squirrels or woodchucks or whatever. As soon as they are not looking at him, he creeps forward. And so I learned that from watching him. So whenever we're confronted with a dog that's looking aggressive towards us or wanting to come over and check us out, I don't ever turn my back. So if we're walking away from them, I walk backwards, keep my eyes towards them, let them always see my eyes because they recognize, you know, the face and the eyeballs, and that's how they know that you're looking at them. They will not come closer 9 out of 10 times. Like I said, I will scream at them. I yell very loud, you know, hey, hey, stop, stop. And most all dogs will stop. In fact, when I've done that, I've never had a dog continue on towards us. I've had a couple that were kind of testing me that still crept. And those are the ones that I'm absolutely certain that I don't turn my back till we're way far away, because they're looking for an opportunity to come closer. So back to the stick here. I carry this as a last resort. If a dog comes up and starts trouble, you know, the last thing in the world I want to do is knock a dog with a stick. But also, I don't want there to be any kind of trouble between the dogs, between Lefty and another dog. And if it's going south, you know, I carry this as a last resort. I've never used it. I've done this in multiple locations I've been at. I just pick up a stick and start carrying it with us. Okay, hold on there, buddy. Yeah, I gotta take a breath. I know you're middle-aged, but I'm much more middle-aged than you are, I think. Man. You know, early morning, 10,000 foot elevation. Oh, we gotta go back. That's where those loose dogs are, up there. Come on, this way, pup. Come on, back this way. Come on. Come on. Don't be moping. Come on, pup. Come on, Left. We gotta go this way. Come on. Hey. Aw, dude. Really? Really? I mean, he invented this about a year ago. This is a new thing. And he figured out that it works. Where you want to go? Where do you want to go? I know you want to go the other way. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, don't be all mopey. Come on, this way. He's going the absolute wrong direction. You see him? Like sneaking away. It actually kind of makes me feel better knowing that I, you know, if I have to, I can tap a dog. And I think a dog is also, they're going to look at a stick, you know, hopefully as a weapon. I've never had to use it, like I said. I don't ever want to use it. It just makes me feel a little bit more secure when we're walking. Lefty keeps trying to take it out of my hands. This one in particular, I don't want him to, because it's got a lot of these short little broken off branches, and those would really wreak havoc in his mouth. So he's gotten it a couple of times from me. I don't know if you can see all the chew marks right there, but that's his handiwork. But I don't want him chewing on this one. As we've been walking around and doing our hikes, some other dogs have come running out to us. And I can tell pretty quickly if a dog is playful or aggressive. They come out wagging their tail. That's, you know, playful. 99% of the time, things are going to be just fine. I can tell when a dog's coming up, and I'll let Lefty and the dog play around for a bit. Then the owners will come and get their dogs. So that's happened a few times here in the last couple of days. No big deal. But to have your dogs just unleashed and loose and not trained well enough to stay with you, it kind of bothers me. And I'm not, you know, passing judgment on how anybody does anything. Just if you want to let your dogs run totally free like that, try to find a camp location where you're not around other folks, especially if you're not around other folks that have dogs. Okay, everybody, that's just me rambling on while we're doing our walking, because picking up that stick and carrying a stick with me, I wanted to share with people, you know, how I handle other dogs around camp areas. Now, I do pass a lot of camps where their dog is tied up, like I have Lefty tied up. Great, you know, the dog. Lefty's on a 30-foot lead, and then I attach his 12-foot to the end of that. So he's got, 42 feet of lead, so he can really get scrambling around, and he's not just tied up on like a 6-foot lead to the truck. So I pass a lot of camps where people have their dogs like that. And I would imagine those people know that their dog is not trained well enough to stay close by. And, you know, I don't want Lefty running loose around here, because there's wild animals around here, and gosh only knows what he would get into, because he's an explorer. And I think if he had the opportunity, he'd be gone. Wouldn't you, buddy? Like, look at him right now. Just so much fun to be had. Oh, there's a squirrel. That's what he's watching. Oh. All right, everybody have a great day. Thanks for watching the video. Please give us a thumbs up if you like it. If you want to support, there's links down below. Thank you, everyone, for being here with us. Everybody take care. Be safe, and we'll see y'all again really soon. What? Oh, yeah. He's up there. What? Oh, he's up. Oh, there he goes. He just jumped. He jumped again. Holy smokes. Oh, yeah. Yesterday we were up there. You remember the giant boulder up there? There it is. Yeah. Okay. This is a nice little trail down here. Nice little trail. It's a great way to start the day. It really is. Really gets me awake, you know. I have a cup of coffee. I bring some snacks. I have like a granola bar kind of thing, trail mix bar with some Gatorade and some applesauce. I carry that with us. And he's got a jug of water and some milk bones, some dog bones if he wants some. So this looks like it's an old creek bed, or maybe a rail bed, but rail beds they would have elevated, wouldn't they? Not down in a ravine like this. I don't know. Look at this, that's just wild forest right there, all the fall trees. Man, so cool. So cool. Yep. Oh, that's a boy.